Welcome to Stories Assel, where we delve into tales that blur the line between reality and the supernatural. Today, prepare for a journey into the heart of darkness, where the infamous Smith House stands as a silent sentinel to a tragic mystery. Deep within the Vermont woods, time has stood still since the unexplained disappearance of its inhabitants over 2 decades ago. What eerie secrets lie hidden within its walls? Join us as we venture into the unknown with a group of brave souls determined to unravel the truth. But beware, for not all mysteries wish to be solved. Subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, and turn on notifications. Prepare yourself for a tale that will send shivers down your spine and leave you questioning what lurks in the shadows. Welcome to Stories Assel. Let the haunting begin. In the remote town of Cedar Creek, nestled deep within the dense woods of Vermont, stood a house that whispered secrets and harbored dark mysteries. It was known as the Smith House, a forsaken relic at the end of a winding, overgrown path. Locals spoke of it only in hushed tones, for it was said to be cursed. The legend began with the Smith family, who vanished without a trace one stormy night over 2 decades ago. Ever since, strange occurrences plagued the house, especially on the anniversary of their disappearance. Lights flickered from within its boarded-up windows, casting ghostly shadows on the overgrown lawn. Some claimed to hear faint whispers carried on the wind, voices pleading for help. On an ominous autumn evening, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to brave the rumors. There was Emily, the spirited leader with a fascination for the supernatural; Jack, the skeptic who masked his fear with bravado; Sarah, the empathetic soul who felt a strange pull towards the unknown; and Chris, the quiet observer who held his doubts close. Armed with flashlights and nerves of steel, they ventured through the dense foliage that hid the path to the house. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the crunch of leaves underfoot and the distant hoot of an owl. As they approached the creaking front door, a sudden chill swept through the air, causing them to exchange nervous glances. Ignoring their unease, Emily pushed open the door. Inside, the air was stale and musty, thick with decades of neglect. Cobwebs hung like ghostly drapes from the ceiling, and the floorboards groaned ominously underfoot as they cautiously stepped forward. They found themselves in a forgotten living room, frozen in time, the furniture draped with tattered sheets. Shadows danced eerily in the beam of their flashlights as they explored further. A staircase beckoned from the darkness, leading down into the ominous depths of the basement. With a mixture of fear and curiosity, they descended, each step echoing loudly in the silence. The air grew colder, and a sense of dread settled over them like a heavy cloak. At the bottom of the stairs, they discovered a small, cramped room. In the center, illuminated by a flickering bulb, stood a dusty old trunk covered in cobwebs. Heart-pounding, Emily approached the trunk and lifted the creaking lid. Inside, amid old photographs and yellowed letters, lay a journal. Its pages were filled with frantic scribbles and desperate pleas for salvation. Emily's hands trembled as she read aloud excerpts detailing the Smith family's descent into terror, their nights haunted by chilling whispers, and their days plagued by unexplained phenomena.
Suddenly, a cold breeze swept through the basement, extinguishing our flashlight beams.
Panic seized us as darkness enveloped the room, broken only by the faint glow of the moon filtering through a cracked window.
We fumbled in the dark, hearts racing, until Chris managed to find his lighter and ignited it with trembling hands.
As the flickering flame cast eerie shadows on the walls, we heard a faint scratching sound from the corner of the room.
I stifled a gasp as my flashlight revealed a figure, a spectral silhouette that seemed to pulse with malevolent energy.
Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, fixated on them with a chilling intensity. Frozen with fear, they watched as the figure moved closer, its form wavering like smoke.
My voice quivered as I whispered a plea, hoping to quell whatever haunted the house.
But the entity only grew more agitated, its presence overwhelming them with a sense of dread and despair.
In a desperate bid to escape, I stumbled backwards, knocking over an old chair with a loud crash.
The noise shattered the eerie silence, and with a guttural growl, the spectral figure lunged forward with supernatural speed.
We burst out into the cool night air, gasping for breath and trembling with adrenaline. S1, I screamed, our hearts pounding in unison as we sprinted up the stairs, the sound of our footsteps echoing through the empty house.
We dared not look back at the house, fearing what might lurk in the shadows behind us.
To this day, the house at the end of the path remains untouched, a silent sentinel guarding its sinister secrets. Those who dare to venture near speak of whispers on the wind and flickering lights in the darkness, a haunting reminder of the Smith family's tragic fate and the malevolent entity that still prowls within.